Guys, it's been way too long.
It's been a long time since we've done this.
But welcome to Des and Fox Clash. Although this time...
We're not clashing.
We're not clashing.
Well, we kind of are.
A little bit.
We'll see. We'll see how it turns out.
We're mostly fellowshipping.
Yeah, we are playing...
Fellowshipping is people who write fan fiction about Frodo and Sam.
Yeah, about their fellows. Them being fellows. Okay, I'm just going to use this. We're playing the Lord of the Rings board
game. Do you
game.
not know what shipping means?
Oh, I know what shipping means.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I understand. I hate it.
Because they're not friends at that point.
What if they are just... It's friendshipping.
No, it's relationship.
Right?
Anyway.
Hey, friends are still in a relationship. Anyway, we're playing the Lord of the Rings board game. This is nice.
It is.
We're playing the Lord of the Rings board game. I got this a long time ago. It was on sale at a local shop. And I was like, I'm going to play that eventually, so I might as well just buy it. And then it's been a year probably since then. It's been sitting on my shelf. And so we basically learned how to play it in the last 30 minutes, 45 hour. It's actually not as complicated as we thought. So we're going to play it for the first time here. I
want to apologize profusely. My allergies are kind of bad, and
You're bad.
I'm going to do that as little as possible.
But anyway, so we have learned how to play this game literally just now.
And
shout out to, what was that YouTube channel? What was that? Should bring it up, because I want to shout out to that video. We watched somebody play it for us, just to teach us how, and it was a really good video.
Yeah, it was really simple
clear,
and to the point. Yeah,
it showed us how to play. Editing was done really well. So whatever it was, learn that.
Box of Delights.
Box of Delights.
The Little Box of Delights.
Little Box of Delights.
Yeah.
Is that the channel?
Let's see. Now the channel is Ricky Royal.
Ricky Royal. That's a cool name.
Ricky Royal.
Yeah. So anyway, shout out to that guy. Thank you. I don't know how long that video is.
Our girl.
If you're still on YouTube. Right. Sure. Shout out to that person. So there's a lot of things on here, as you can see.
It's not as complicated as you might think.
It's definitely. It looks more intimidating than it actually is. So we're basically just going to jump right in.
Just a quick explanation how we play. It's a lot like a lot of the collectible card games where there's a basic rule set, and then everything else after that is just do what you're told.
Essentially.
So, each of these circles here, you can see on the camera, that's right up there. Each of these circles here are different locations, and the locations are either like rest areas or conflict areas. Excuse me. And when we're in rest areas, we're told what to do with these scrolls up there. When we're in conflict areas, we go to the board here. And then each step of the way, we do as we're told. There are cards that we play. So let's actually, did you shuffle these?
Yep.
Yeah, so we get 6 of these each.
Our overarching goal as Lord of the Rings is we are hobbits on our way to Mordor to destroy the One Ring. We are trying to avoid being corrupted by Sauron too much to the point where he basically eliminates us. This is our corruption track. The farther we go to the right, the closer we become to Sauron. Sauron can also move to the left, and if the ring bearer gets caught by him, basically, the game's over. But it's essentially that's what we're trying to do, and the game just tells us what to do for the most part.
So sorry.
It's the worst. Anyway, so I say we just jump right in.
Yep.
I'm Frodo, the ring bearer to start.
And that means that there are certain cards that are brown cards. He can use them as wild cards.
Right, that's my bonus.
I'm Sam.
There are several different types of cards that we will just explain as we use them.
Right.
But I can use any brown card as a wild. Sam, the true hero, with a much cooler artwork. He
Look how hardcore his
just
picture
looks
is,
like
guys.
he's been through hell and back, and he basically was.
Yeah. But the threat die, so sometimes as a punishment we have to roll this die, and other than there's one blank spot, no matter what, it's bad.
But with his card, it's less bad. Instead of doing multiple of a thing, he can only do one of a thing. So he's got a stouter heart and is less corruptible, which is pretty cool. So anyway, let's just jump right in.
So we start out in Bag End.
The first place we start in Bag End. I am Frodo, the ring bearer to start, and whenever you are in a safe haven like Bag End or Rivendell or Lorien, the active player is the ring bearer, so that's me. The first thing we do, as it says right here, these are instructions when you're in the different safe havens. Gandalf is the first topic. Each player draws 6 quest cards. You already did that. Oh, you drew 6 for us?
Yep.
So a weird thing about this game that we're not sure exactly why yet. We got theories.
Keep dropping my microphone. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It doesn't actually clip onto my...
Oh, I see.
Just kind of
So a weird thing about this is that even though we are a fellowship, we are working at this game together. We are allowed to talk about what's in our hand.
I know why that is, by the way.
Not actually show. Really? What is it?
Just before, so although this is a cooperative game, there's also a competitive element to it,
Yes.
where at the end of the game, there are points that we get. Whoever has the most points is the
that
winner.
makes sense.
And so we were trying to get points over here on this board, and there was even a point that you were like, dang it, I was going to do that.
Yeah.
We can bluff to each other to try and
There
get
you
more
go.
points and things like that.
So basically, if one wins, we all win, but also one can win more than the other, which is, I think, perfect for a game like this.
Yeah. Which is
so
also
anyway,
Sam.
we
He
are
wins the most.
allowed to look and tell each other what we have, but we cannot
also
show each other
bluff
what we
if
have.
we
We're allowed
want
to
to.
bluff. So anyway, we might do that.
I have 2 wilds, a fight, a fellowship, and 2 travels.
I've got, let's see, draw 4. I've got a mountain, and
Jack of clubs.
Jack of hearts, but yeah. Anyway, no, I've got 3 hide and 3 wilds. We'll explain what those mean as we go. There's a lot we could explain right now, but we're just going to play the game.
All right.
So first thing we did was draw
cards.
6. Then we move on to preparations here. Ring bearer, that's me, may roll the die to draw and distribute 4 quest cards amongst players. So this is an optional, extra 4 cards that we can have if I roll this and take the consequences. I did it in our practice. I'm going to do it again. I did not regret that, although I might have if we played longer. So I'm going to roll this. Okay.
That's not bad.
That could be worse. This symbol means Sauron moves to the left 1 space.
Yep.
We're playing the introductory version where it's our first time, so Sauron is all the way at the 15th space. Typically, he starts here at 12. So Sauron moves to the left, and that means now I get 4 of these.
And he distributes. So this also means that he can keep all 4, or give me 1 and
It's
keep
true.
3,
It's true.
or whatever he wants to do.
Because we're starting, this is our first time playing. I'm basically just being. Wow, that's kind of cool.
Co-op.
Got 1 of each.
Oh wow!
Yeah, kind of fun. So yeah, I'm kind of. Let me give you those.
Thank you. Nice. Thanks.
Yeah, that worked out for both of us. So I'm basically just, I want to win. That's what I want to do. I want to destroy the ring. Maybe if we play this again, I will destroy you.
This balances it really well, though, because your effort to beat me is almost like the corruption of the ring in and
It's
of
true.
itself.
Yeah, how far do I want to go in order to win? Yeah, that's cool. Mechanics that reinforce your story.
Yeah.
It's almost as
I
if
like
that's
that a
what
lot.
you want to do in any game. Anyway, so we finished the second one, preparations, and now a Nazgul appears. 1 player, discard 2 sneak cards, or flea cards. What is it? Yeah, flea cards, or hide cards. That's what it is. Hide cards with the shield symbol. Otherwise, Sauron moves to the left.
Okay.
I have the cards.
I have 1 hide and 1 wild that I could. I mean, I have 3 wild, but I have a hide and a wild that I could play.
Yeah.
Do you have 2 hides?
Yes.
That would be better.
I have 2 hides.
Yeah.
So
That
I'm
way we
going to
can hang on to our
discard
wilds.
these 2 hide cards. Put them here in our discard pile. I'm going to move these because we'll need the space for the legendaries. So that means we're good. We have finished Bag End, which means I now move this activity marker to the next place.
Which is the next scroll on the board.
Right, Rivendell. We go to another safe haven, essentially. They equip you with a bunch of stuff before you move into any conflict zones. And now the first thing I do, Elrond, active
We have to
player,
listen to the Council of Elrond, so let's all take a nap.
Yeah, we have to read that chapter. It's going to take a while. It gets so... I mean, the more you read the book, the more interesting it gets, subsequent, but that first time is
So,
hard.
I mean, what they don't tell you in the movies is that the Council of Elrond is about everybody in the Fellowship is there for their own reasons.
Yes.
And there's a section for each of their reasons that talks about, like, this
Yep.
is why I'm here,
Yep.
and this is what's going on in my land, and this and
It
this
is
and
by
this.
far the longest chapter in the book.
Oh,
And
man.
it's right in the middle.
Yep.
Right at the point where you're wondering if, like, you would make that decision whether you want to continue. And it's kind of like the first, like, hurdle of the Fellowship, which is already, I would say, nope, this isn't a review of the Lord of the Rings, because that doesn't need to happen. Anyway,
It's good. Review
it's
over.
pretty good. I grabbed these Rivendell cards. These are
All of them.
legendaries. And basically they're just various characters or items that you would get, that the Fellowship got when they were there. Fun fact, Anduril is in here. If you've only seen the movies, you'd be like, he doesn't get that till Return of the
third
King.
one.
Nope. He has it from
Right away.
Rivendell.
Right away.
Yeah, anyway, so I then distribute these amongst us, and as I did in the practice, I'm just going like this. I'm just going...
Rando Calrissian.
Rando Calrissian. Boom, boom. Okay. And we get cool stuff. They are basically all, except for a couple of them, just double versions of the regular ones, so that you can do a little extra with them.
I now own 3 people.
Yeah, well, that's part of this game.
Yep.
Owning people. Okay, so we have finished Elrond. The next one is Council. Each player pass 1 card face down to the player to the left.
Okay,
So-
is there anything that you particularly need? Or actually, you know what? I know exactly what I'm going to pass you. Never mind, forget it.
Okay.
That's for you.
I'm going to give you this.
Okay. I've given you that because I already have threat die
Oh,
protection.
that's nice. That's a good
Yeah.
one. I didn't think about that. I wanted
Ooh,
all the
I'll take
legendaries
that,
for
definitely.
myself, but that's a good one.
Yeah.
So I gave him a wild card.
Yep,
'cause those
which is
are
good.
Always useful.
Yep, and I gave him a card that says Mithril Armor that's ignore the threat die one time.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
So, we have finished the Council. It is now the Fellowship part. Each player discard a Fellowship card, otherwise we roll the dice. And this is individual, so...
This is basically saying, again, the thematics of the game and the movie is we got to become friends or it's going to be rough on us.
Yep. So, I have one.
I have one as well.
Cool. We do not have to roll the die, which is great, because we have now finished the Rivendell phase, which now means we move on to MORIA.
We're in a better place than we were when we started already.
Yes, we are. So now we move down to this bottom board here. This is our first conflict board.
Right.
There's a lot on here. It's actually pretty simple. We'll explain it as we go, but there are 3 activity tracks and 1 event track, and various things will happen. We now move on to basically we take turns doing things.
Right.
So as ring bearer, I go first. And so the very first thing we do is pick up one of these tiles. These are story tiles. This will have a symbol on it, and we basically we do what it says. So this is the conflict, the fight symbol, which corresponds to here, which is the main activity track. We put that down. We advance this 1, which means I get to pick up one of these runes.
And those are the points.
Those are points, essentially. They don't really have, as far as we can tell, we haven't gotten to a point where we've needed these in the actual game, but I've picked that up. And
So that's the random part of the turn.
Yeah.
Now he gets to actively play cards.
now I get to play cards, 1 brown and 1 gray maximum. I don't have to play any if I don't want to, and I can play 1 if I want to. In fact, there are things I can only do if I don't play cards. Don't need to do those yet, though. We are still both at 0 corruption, which is nice. So, I am going to... what do I want to do? What do I want to do? Just kidding. Don't tell me. I'm going to use this right off the bat. The Glamdring, which is a double wild, and move the hide activity marker 1, 2. I will pick up the Book of Mazrabul, whatever.
Don't miserable, you'll go blind.
He said that in...
No, I didn't.
Okay, you're right. Great joke that you just came up with.
Yep.
So I picked this up, and I also get a ring life token. Now, at the end of this conflict, when we are done with this board, which happens one of two ways, either we get to the bottom of this or we get to the end of this. We'll show you that as we get there. If at the end of that either of us doesn't have, we both have to have one of each of these three right
A
here.
heart, a ring, and a sun.
And for each one we don't have, we move our token, our player token, one to the right on the corruption scale.
They represent resisting the dark, having a stout heart, and resisting the ring.
Essentially, yeah, and it's kind of cool.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, so I have now the ring. I have played one gray card. I can play one brown. For me, because I'm Frodo, any brown card can be a wild card,
Which is really
nice if I need it ever. I'm going to play, however, my travel card. Put it right there. This is the travel symbol. I move this to the right and pick up another rune.
Nice.
So I've got two of those now, and that is my turn since I played two cards.
Now it's my turn. I flip over a travel symbol.
Oh, look at that.
So I move that up one, and I take a rune. And now I can actually play for my turn. I'm actually going to check this out.
Oh.
I'm going to play a
What am I checking out?
double hide
Double hide. Nice.
to give me a heart and a ring.
And a ring. That's a solid play. He gets
Thank
both of
you.
those now.
And
I need a
then
heart still and a sun. He
that
just
was a
needs
brown.
sun.
I'll play a gray travel to
Well
move
played.
up to a sun.
Well played, sir. All
And
right.
one
That
turn
was
I'll get all
an
three.
effective turn right
Yeah,
there.
I felt pretty good
That
about
was
that.
good. Okay, it is my turn now. I pick up a story tile, another fight. So I get a rune. We are doing way better than practice.
Yeah, the practice was bad news for us.
Each of these pretty much has a bad thing. These are events that will happen if we get to the last one and it resolves and we're still in the game, which is very likely at this point.
Right.
Then we get to move on to the next location. But we would rather, I would say,
Right.
actually actively move this to the end. There's far less bad that can happen on this. There's just 2 dice rolling points.
That's about it.
Right. Okay, so now I get to play some cards.
So we want to get you a heart and a sun still.
I do want to do that, absolutely.
So if you have a double travel and a hide, that would be a heart and a sun for you right there.
Okay. I have a double travel and a hide. So I'm going to play both of those. They're both legendaries. Well worth it, though.
A brown and a gray.
So
nice.
I'm moving this guy here to a heart, and this guy here, which means I get
A rune.
1 rune,
And a sun.
a sun, and a heart. Boom. Boom. All right, now it is just basically our goal to move this as far to that as we can.
Before
as
we draw
quickly as we
hourglasses.
can. Yeah, so this is where some randomization comes in.
Boom. All right, so I get a hide. Excuse me.
Right, moving that, so you
and
get
I
another
get
ring.
another ring, just
Now,
in case.
To be clear, having more than one of any of those does nothing for us.
Right.
We just need one and don't want more, essentially. Okay, play some
Okay.
cards.
So, I want to fight. So, I'm going to
No.
brown for a double fight.
Double fight.
Gives me a ring.
You got 3 rings.
and a rune.
And a rune.
I'm Sam. Of course I resist the ring really, really well.
Right, right.
Yeah. So that was a brown. I got to play a gray now. And I will play a gray fight.
Well played. All right, another rune. Sweet, we're moving along here.
Yeah, we are.
I mean, I don't know, but I would assume it gets more difficult as we go.
Right.
Generally,
So
that
as you can see,
happens in
a turn
games.
is draw one of these, do what it says, and then play 1 brown and 1 gray, end your turn.
Okay,
Fox, I'll be
it's
right back.
that simple. Yeah, that's what a turn does. All right, so I'm going to move on. Get another story token. It's a hide. Could be worse because I just get another heart right now.
Much like Dr. Jekyll, it's a hide.
Right. And then I play some cards. Now here comes the part where I'd have to roll the die if I got there.
So why don't you try and just move
Actually-
1, and I will do the die rolling. Oh, or you have the mythical
Or I'm
armor.
going to play a double fight.
Nice.
Just doing this right off the bat. I'm being a little reckless, I think, just because I'm having fun playing the game. But I'm going to move here, get this, and then roll the die.
Let's see what we have.
Okay, I'm fine
That's
with that.
fine, yeah.
I'm
that's
fine.
just you corrupting
I'm
one.
moving me 1 corruption space over, so I'm 1 corrupt.
Yeah, that's no problem.
So yeah, no problem. I played one gray card. I can play one brown, and any brown for me can be a
wild.
A wild. However, no, I'm just going to do one wild.
Good call.
And move this here. Give myself a rune. And that's my turn.
Awesome. We're going to do this.
We are wrecking Moria right now.
It's okay. Hourglass.
Oh, okay. So, we move on to our first event. And this it says, speak friend and enter. We're apparently just now getting into Moria. Not sure how that works.
Even though we're also about to leave.
Group discards fellowship and wild. Otherwise, Sauron moves one to the left. I have wild.
I have no fellowship.
You don't? Okay, well, I don't have fellowship either. So, since we cannot discard one of each...
Hang on, what is out of options or losing ground?
Those are from these, I believe.
Right, but that's... Okay.
Let me make sure, because we haven't come across those. Yep, those are event.
Okay.
Those are story things.
So I have nothing.
Yep, so that means Sauron has to move over.
That
so
sucks.
Now he's at 13. It's going to be hard to... well, maybe not hard, but I just have to remember... Even though I'm only at 1, he's already here. So it effectively is like me being at 3. Like, it's just, you have to remember that there's both movement.
This is another thing that occurred to me. The legendaries that we play now don't come back.
No, they don't. No.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to be judicious with your cards. I actually was going to play something and decided not to.
Yep. So on that note, I'm going to play 2 wilds. I can do that, right? Even though they're both brown?
No.
Because they're wild?
You can play a maximum of 1 brown and 1 gray.
Even though they're both wild? Mm-hmm. Okay. Never mind then. I'll play 1 wild to move that up.
All right, roll that die. Roll them bones.
Bones. So it's move me up 1.
You are corrupt 1.
Yep.
You're the corrupt one. Just
That's
kidding.
not
We're tied
true.
for corruptness.
And then I will... That's it, actually.
Okay, you're not going to play anything else. Okay.
Nope. I have nothing else to play, really.
All right, works
Nothing
for me
useful, at least.
because as long as this is good, we're fine now. Of course, it's an event token.
Yay.
So we're moving down. Each player discard a hide, otherwise roll the die.
I have a hide.
As do I. So suck it, game.
Yeah.
And then, since we're done there, Watcher in the Water has been resolved. I play a wild.
I'm sorry that I'm an audio nightmare.
And move us right here, which means I get one of these.
One of the Gandalf.
Gandalf. Well, it's a golden. These are all Gandalf runes.
Right.
But this is a golden one, and I got a 3.
Nice.
That is better for some reason.
Because it's more points.
Out. Yeah, and it's gold. Anyway, I mean, it's not really better for us. I don't think that's what I'm more looking forward to. But
we have successfully
made our way
Moria.
through Moria. Now I'm going to look at the thing just to make sure we do all the right stuff. We both have all 3 of these, so we're okay there. We don't have to worry about that. The player now with the most ring life tokens becomes the new ring bearer.
The ring life tokens?
Yeah, you had
these?
3,
Yeah, I
right?
had 3. Yeah.
Okay, you are now the new ring bearer.
Woot.
Once the ring bearer has been determined, return all Heart, Sun, and ring tokens to their piles next to the game board. The new ring bearer draws 2 quest cards from the deck and places the ring next to his Hobbit card.
Nice. So 2 quest.
Yep, you get those
cards, right? 2 quest cards.
Yeah, you get 2 quest cards. Those are yours.
Nice.
And we're gonna. Okay, so the game is telling us to place the ring next to our card. I don't know why.
But it obviously fits in the token.
It's obviously meant to go in this token. Like it's the specific shape. So we're just doing that because we're rebels and cool kids.
I'm guessing this is like the 2nd edition of the game, and in the first edition,
that might be true.
The ring token was.
So you're now the ring bearer. You're a bear with a ring now.
I'm the ring bear.
Roar. Okay, anyway, so that's Moria. We have finished our first conflict.
Yep.
Moria.
We will be back with more next time. We're actually going to play as long as we can, but next episode, we're going to hit up Lothlorien and then go to the Battle of Helm's Deep. Bum, bum, bum.
All right, yeah, see you guys next time.
Bye.